Welcome to the Good Fight Sports Podcast, your home for local sports here in the 574.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Good Fight Sports Podcast, brought to you today by not Pepsi.
Yes.
Yeah, sadly, no sponsorships today.
If you want to sponsor the show, please
Anyone?
hit us up.
Yeah. Just contact Kenny.
No, you can contact our podcast at podcast@thelugnutspodcastgroup.com for any sponsorship ideas.
We'll take 1 cent of your money. We don't care. We'll take money. Anyways,
We'll take all your money.
yeah, that's true too. Just give us your bank account information, all that fun stuff. We'll be totally fine.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Anyways, welcome to episode 16 of the Good Fight Sports Podcast. My name is Nick Sherk. I have returned after a long hiatus. I'm joined today by the one and only host of the show, Kenneth Devon Cramer II.
Thank you, Nicholas Lee Sherk.
There you go.
I remembered
Nice job.
it this time.
Nice job. It's recorded on June 13th, 2023.
Yes, sir. And long hiatus, an episode hiatus.
It's fair.
The people listening, they have
was.
no idea how long the hiatus actually is. Because
been-
you were on the Indy 500.
That's true. It just feels like a lot longer, but anyways. Right into high school news, shall we?
Oh, yes, sir.
Starting the old 574.
Oh, yes, sir. So we're going to do our schedule breakdown. I finally get to do it this time because Nick is here. Then we're doing LaVille. That way Nick can actually participate in this one.
That's how it be. That is how
So-
it be.
LaVille football schedule for this year, same as last year, but if you don't know it, August 18th, they faced arch rival Bremen at Bremen. And looking at the tape, Nick, LaVille is 3-0 against Bremen in their last 3 matchups.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay.
Actually, 4-0 against Bremen in the last 4 matchups. So going back all the way to the old NIC era, and that was back in 2014, it was the first time LaVille had beaten Bremen in a while. LaVille won at home 20-19 back in 2014.
Okay.
Then we fast forward to, I believe it was 2019.
Yeah, they're actually 4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you say 4-0 originally?
I said 3, and I corrected myself.
Oh,
So
okay.
4.
Okay.
And then 2019, LaVille dominated Bremen at Bremen 27-7.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 years, LaVille beat Bremen in 2021, 14-12. And then this past year, Notre Dame. Yeah, definitely.
It's looking like a Notre Dame score.
Yeah, it definitely does. LaVille absolutely smoked Bremen 42-0.
Yes, sir. And the LaVille Lancers are under a new head coach, Jeff Kaiser.
Yes, sir. They are.
Yep.
It's a new era for LaVille football. I have no idea what to expect from this team, honestly.
I don't either, and I don't know much about Kaiser. So I guess it's just kind of up in the air where he takes it from here. But I'm thinking week 1, it's a dub.
I definitely agree. I think LaVille can easily beat Bremen, and I'm expecting a 35-7 win for the Lancers.
Wow. Okay. 35-7. You're gonna let. When is Bremen gonna score the 7 points?
Garbage time.
Oh, okay. So like
It's gonna be a running clock.
the rear end of fourth quarter, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. Yeah.
All right. And then LaVille follows that up with a game home against Triton on August 25th at 7 p.m. Lancer Stadium. I'm thinking that's a dub.
Yeah, I'm expecting a dub too.
I don't know their.
Last year Triton went. We beat Triton 56-14. I highly expect LaVille to win easily again. Give me a 42-6 win for the Lancers.
Wow. So in 2021, we only beat Triton 7-0 in overtime.
Yeah.
So had some close games.
Mm-hmm.
Had some close games. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm still saying a dub no matter what. Pioneer, the following game, September 1st, home game against Pioneer at 7:30, nonetheless.
Travel time for Pioneer.
Right. And honestly, I don't think they have anyone good on Pioneer anymore.
Yeah, Pioneer has gone downhill ever since the loss of Jack Kaiser.
And the Twins.
Yeah, and the Llewellyn twins. So Pioneer, unless there's some miracle down there in Royal Center and everyone snaps into place and Pioneer becomes what they were, LaVille's going to win easily over Pioneer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I'm saying 3-0 to start off, or 4-0. Sorry, 4-0 to start off the entire season.
You mean 3-0? We've only done the first 3 games.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't know what I'm going to say for the next one.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Game.
So I give me a 41-3 win for the Lancers.
Wow. The problem is I'm not going to do scoring because I don't know how the scoring will work this year because we lost a lot of seniors.
Yeah, but I would say the core. There are a lot of people coming back.
Okay.
But I mean, yes, we did lose a lot of players. We basically lost most of the offense and defense.
Right.
But we don't know.
We don't know. That's true. We just don't know. You just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Week 4.
Yep.
September 8th. Another home game for LaVille.
Yeah,
They faced Winnemac
3-game homestand. I'm interested in
at
that.
7:30 at Lancer Field.
I'm saying a loss.
Wow.
I'm saying a loss. Lancer football, I'm calling it right now. They have an issue where they get on a win streak and they get cocky. And they'll lose a game. Now, I know this last season they go undefeated?
They went 9-0 in the regular season.
Right.
And
Okay.
they lost to André.
I mean, well, actually, what was Winnemac record last year? I'm predicting one loss this year, and I kind of gave it to them.
Winnemac went 2-8
Last year?
last year.
Well, but the year before.
With wins over teams that barely won a game last year.
Okay.
They beat Caston, and if that says anything to the people that listening in the 574 area, that should tell you.
I'm gonna track that L. I'm gonna put a W. I don't think we're gonna lose to them. Next week, week 5, September 15th at Caston at 7:00. That's a dub.
That's a dub.
If that's not a dub, they should just walk off the field and be very ashamed of what they just crapped out.
Now, here's where the tough part of the schedule comes in. These next 3 games are going to be the toughest ones.
Yes.
So, September 22nd, home against Knox. Loss.
Yeah.
Because LaVille won at Knox last year by 1 point.
I remember this.
So, I think Knox is going to come in with a lot of revenge, and they're going to get a win. But it's going to be close.
Yeah, I would say it's a close game, but it's still a loss.
Yeah.
I just think the last year we squeaked it out. I mean, squeaked it out. So
yeah.
I think that's a loss. Their next game, the following week, 29th, at John Glenn. That's a tough one. I don't know how good. Let's look.
And John Glenn went 6-5 last year.
Okay,
But you
so
got to
they're
remember,
like,
they're in the NIC. Well,
right.
formerly in the
Right.
NIC.
Yeah, that's just I don't know. I don't like to bet against LaVille, but I have to say they're probably going to take 2 losses here. I think they're going to lose to Knox. I think they're going to lose to Glenn because lost a lot of our offensive threats. I think it's going to take a few games, especially because the beginning part of the season, you're kind of looking at like the easiest schedule ever.
Right.
Bremen through Caston, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No, just 5. 5. Those are going to be kind of easy ones. I think they're going to come off this loss at Knox, be a little rambled. I think they're going to lose to Glenn. So I'm predicting 2 losses right there back to back.
I'm going to say a win.
Okay.
Just because LaVille the last few years has been dominant against Glenn.
Oh, have they really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be a close game. I think Glenn in the first half is going to come out like sky high because LaVille's going to be like coming off a loss.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they'll turn it around in the second half and get that dub.
All right.
Then at North Judson, October 6th, loss.
Yeah.
Because we got to remember what happened last year in the LaVille North Judson game.
Yeah.
According to North Judson, a controversial touchdown by our one and only Noah Richhart, which should have been called down at the 1 yard line due to forward progress being stopped. However, that wasn't the case. LaVille won. But yeah, North Judson's going to come out and they're going to win. Close game.
I'm going to say they lose. Or rather, I think North Judson loses. I think LaVille wins.
Oh. And
I think we bite them 2 years in a row.
Okay. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
It's confidence, just not against Knox or Glenn, apparently.
Oh, okay.
And then Culver. That's a dub.
That is an easy dub.
Yeah.
So I have LaVille going 8-1.
7-2. I think they're going to pick up 2 wins this year. Or 2 losses. They're going to pick up 2 losses this year.
Goes from 7-2, and they're going to pick up 2 wins. Not so from 7-2 to 2-7.
That's my predictions. We wish the best of luck to LaVille football for the season, and we will probably. Kenny will probably be out there. I don't know if I will. I guess there's one game I could theoretically be at, so we'll see.
Oh,
we'll see.
Okay,
see what happens.
All right.
On to the next bit of news. I guess I'll take this one.
You got to take this one.
So my sister, as all of you know, well, you probably don't know, but Lucy Sherk received the Dale E. Cox Female Athlete of the Year award from the La Paz Lions and the LaVille Athletic Department. Lucy participated in volleyball for all 4 years, finished with almost 250 kills and over 130 blocks. Basketball, she helped lead the Lady Lancers to the first ever TCU Bi-County title in 30 years with a 19-7 record, which was their first ever winning season since 2017, 2018, and to the sectional championship game, which was the first time since 2012, 2013. And also, in the TCU Bi-County, she won MVP, which, tidbit of information, TCU is renaming themselves to Everwise Credit Union now. So Lucy has won the last TCU Bi-County MVP award ever to be handed out.
For girls basketball.
Yes.
The last one officially went to Colin Zarnacki.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because,
But those two are the last ones to ever win the TCU. Actually, no, those are not MVP awards by TCU. That's the Pilot News.
Oh, that's true.
So Lucy got to participate in the last girls TCU Bi-County tournament.
There you go. Yeah. Well, championship game, too. So there you go.
Tournament in general.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, did all this sectional championship game, scored 11.2 points per game and grabbed just over 7 rebounds a game. She was a beast in the paint. Track and field also helped lead the throwers program to 3 straight sectional titles in shot put during her career. Just was edged out this last senior year by some girls down south. So yeah. Anyways, congratulations to Lucy. She had a fantastic couple of years. We're proud of her. And, she's not doing any sports in college, so she's done with all that. She's just going to focus on nursing.
Where's she going again?
Ivy Tech.
There's no sports at Ivy Tech anyway, so
exactly
can't do it.
Exactly. On to our next tidbit of information. Also, the Male Athlete of the Year award for the Lancers went to Owen Smith. So congratulations to him. We don't have any stats pulled up for him, so.
I didn't see anything on the LaVille website for him.
Oh, well, there you go. This is on the athletic department. On to our next bit of information. The Indiana-Kentucky All-Star Game occurred on Saturday, June 10th. Indiana won by 21 points. It was scored of 95-74. Marcus Burton, of course, from Penn, scored 26 points and was, of course, named MVP for the game. And Indiana started the game on a 17-0 run. And I don't know why we're battling Kentucky, because we're the freaking Hoosiers. Like, who's going to beat us? Not some Kentucky person.
Yeah, not the schmucks down in Kentucky, that's for sure.
Those hillbillies.
If you want to play an all-star game, you play someone from another state.
There you go. I guess.
I mean, I guess you could do North and South in Indiana, but
That would have been
that just gets redundant.
Yeah.
Because you have North versus South in the state title games anyway. So
Yeah. Anyways, I was just joking anyways. But good game to Marcus Burton, of course. And I think he's going to Notre Dame, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, sir.
There's your Notre Dame news.
No, there's a little bit more later on. Okay, so on to New Prairie softball. They won their first ever girls state title girls softball state title. Friday night, June 9th. They beat Tri-West Hendricks 4-2.
Which I was listening to the podcast you did last week. Tri-West used to be named a different name, correct?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a okay, never mind then. Let's move on. That's their first ever state title, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I did not realize that New Prairie was making a championship run until last week, so there's that.
Hey, there you go.
Maybe they can come out and play for the church. We need them.
Any of you guys want to play slow pitch softball, contact Steve Cox. I won't give out his phone number. Yeah.
How can we better pray for you? I want to be on your church softball team.
We'll take anybody. You have to be, I think you got to be over.
Breathing. You have to be breathing.
Well, yes. You got to be breathing. But like an age. I think you got to be 15.
I think it'd be, I think 15 or 16 it seems like.
I think it's 15.
Okay, yeah.
Got to be 15.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take boys or girls at this point. We'll take anybody.
I noticed in all the games that we've played, there have been no females.
There's usually one team that has a girl. But
my mom used to be on the softball team, so at our old church. So she was a catcher though. So I was just trying to follow in her footsteps, but her days of that are done. But anyways, more softball news. The Penn Kingsmen won the Class 4A state title against the number 3 team in the country, according to Max Preps, and they were the number 1 team in the 4A division. Ron Colley?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 2-1. They won 2-1 in 9 innings. Ava Zachary tripled in the top of the 9th and scored on a wild pitch. Kingsman pitcher Olivia, I know you said Signorino. I was like, I know you said it in the last one. Signorino went 5.2 and finished with 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 hits, and 5 strikeouts. This is the first ever state title for the Kingsmen. Sorry, not first ever, just the first state title for the Kingsmen in softball since 1999. Congratulations to both New Prairie softball and the Penn Kingsmen softball.
I will correct you on two things. So Olivia Signorino is now 6-0 with that win.
Oh, okay, yes.
And that 5.2 is read 5 2/3.
Okay.
So we're going by innings. There's 3 outs.
Oh, I see.
So she went 5 innings, and then she didn't get all the way through the 5 innings, so she made it to 2 outs.
Oh.
So that's 5 2/3.
I fixed it. Didn't know you could do that, could you?
So it's now 5.2 1/3.
There we go. Okay, you know what? I'm moving on to Kingsman baseball. All right.
And I will say that 9 innings, girls softball is played in 7 innings.
Oh, so they were tied up at one point.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Penn led 1-0. Then Ron Colley scored on a home run. That was all the scoring until top of the 9th.
Yikes. Okay.
And yes, that Indianapolis Ron Colley, they were 31-3 coming into the game.
Whoa.
31-3-3. They had a tie.
Number 3 team in the country. That's crazy. That's okay. Yeah, impressive win. Just impressive win for softball all around. Kingman's baseball.
Kingsman baseball, yes, sir. So the 4A defending state champions, Penn Kingsman, defeated Lake Central in the first round of semi-state in the Port. That was last week. I don't remember the day because I didn't put it down. That's my bad. They won 7-6. Kingsman pitcher Adam Lehman got the win and went 6 innings and got 6 Ks. Dawson French came into the game in the 7th as a closer. The bases loaded and no outs, picked up a K, then picked up a double play to seal the win, and that allowed the Kingsmen. I was about ready to say the Lancers there.
Yeah, I don't think they're making it very far in baseball.
Especially in 4A.
Yeah, probably not.
So the Kingsmen advanced to the semi-state championship game, and they played Hamilton Southeastern, and they picked up that dub June 10th. That's when the game was against Lake Central.
There
June
you go.
10th. There you go.
Okay.
And the Kingsmen won 1-0. Fun fact, also on a wild pitch.
Oh, okay.
Same as the Kingsmen softball team.
Oh, they were pretty in sync then.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I mean, hey, that works.
And Dawson French threw a complete game, went all 7 innings, had 5 Ks. Hamilton Southeastern finishes the year 20-15, regional champions and sectional champions. So the Kingsmen now will defend their state title against Center Grove for the state title Saturday, June 17th at Victory Field down in Indianapolis.
All right. And is that a rematch? Is that who was in it last year? Do we know?
That is a new matchup.
Okay, cool. So they've got some new ground to cover with them.
Mm-hmm.
I get to do the Notre Dame news today. This is so strange. This does not usually happen. Jack Swarbrick. Jack Swarbrick. Anyways, he is stepping down as the athletic director at the University of Notre Dame in July of 2024. So he gave them some time, I guess, to find someone. But it looks like they already found someone because he served as the athletic director for the past 15 years. But they've already found Pete Bevekwa. Okay, I maybe would have gotten there. Anyways, he'll be the successor to Swarbrick. He's currently the chairman of NBC Sports Group and was the president until promoted in September of 2020. So he's been in the world of sports. Also served as the CEO of the PGA America for 6 years before joining the NBC Sports Group. So Notre Dame's looking like it's coming into good hands.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes.
So
Swarbrick has laid the foundation by hiring all of the coaches. It's just weird that he's picking 2024 to step down. It's like, if you're going to step down, just step down.
It is. Maybe he thinks that something's going to happen this next year where he needs to be around. Maybe a win, a big dime dub. Who knows what's going to happen out there?
Yeah.
Wacky, wild Wednesdays.
Exactly.
Casual Fridays. Anyways.
On to some wild news here.
Yes,
First
this is
time
wild.
ever news. So, did you know about the D3 women's softball national championship, Nick?
Of course. I always pay attention to the Division III sports.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did any of our listeners out there know about it? Because if not, I'll tell you about it. So, D3, a little school called Trine University, formerly known, I believe, I don't remember what the name used to be. Sorry. My bad.
That's just sad.
Yeah, you can look it up.
I'm going to.
So Trine University won the D3 national championship on Wednesday. What was Wednesday?
It used to be called Tri-State Normal College.
There we go.
I love that it specifically says normal, like Tri-State Normal.
Tri-State. That's what it used to be.
Okay.
Tri-State. Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome, Ken.
And what was Wednesday, by the way?
What was this past Wednesday?
Yeah.
The 7th?
Thank you. So Trine University won the D3 softball national championship Wednesday, June 7th.
There you go.
After beating Salisbury in a doubleheader, 1-0.
Now here's my question. Is this Salisbury steak?
I thought the same thing when I read that.
It's got to be. It's got to be where it comes from. Anywho, moving on.
That's why Salisbury lost.
Exactly.
They didn't have enough steak.
And Trine brought the thunder and the lightning.
And the gravy.
Ooh, the gravy. Anywho.
This is the first state title. State title, yes, exactly. Yeah. It is the first title for the Thunder in softball. And Trine finished the season with an impressive 46-6 record.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
And I don't know if you knew this. You probably did because you probably listened to one of the episodes.
Yeah.
They threw back-to-back perfect games.
That's an accomplishment in and of itself.
If you're asking what is a perfect game, I will tell you. It is when the pitcher throws a no-hitter. A no-hitter is exactly what it sounds like. Doesn't allow the other team to get a hit. However, the pitcher also doesn't allow any walks. That It's a perfect game.
It's pretty crazy that it happened back to back. I mean, it happens rarely in the MLB, but back to back games in the MLB, that is unheard of.
Yes.
So that's a crazy accomplishment.
I think MLB, there's been 17 perfect games, 18 perfect games, and I know the White Sox have 2 of them.
Okay. Well, also, I guess we're really comparing like
apples to oranges.
Yeah, because it's MLB. And anyways, it's a perfect game's a big deal. So anyways, that's just awesome. Congratulations to Tryon. We actually have some alumni that go to our church. I actually have an alumni that goes to our church.
Yeah, just one.
Yep, that just graduated from Tryon. So
it is Riley Michael Stephen Cox.
Wow, just really threw his whole name out there like that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Social Security number. No, I'm kidding. Oh man! All right, and then on to the Women's College World Series for softball. We just can't get enough softball, apparently.
No.
Oklahoma, who has been on fire this season, finished the season on a 53-game win streak. Sooners swept Florida State to win their 3rd straight national championship in women's softball. The final record for them, 61-1. And their one loss came against Baylor back in February. So I guess Baylor's probably patting themselves in the back right now. But the Sooners dominated this season, and they're probably going to dominate next season and the following one. So, yeah, we'll probably be talking about them next spring, if I had to guess.
We also may be mentioning Oklahoma softball in another podcast we do.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'm not even going to go into the detail. I'm just going to allow the listeners to say, you know what? I want to know about that.
Got to listen to all of them now. Go check them all out.
Yeah. It'll be in a new episode, not one of the older ones.
Okay.
Anyway, college football news. A brief news.
Yes.
So USF, the University of South Florida, announced that they will be building a new 35,000-seat stadium on campus. This has been something that has been lobbied for years, by the way. And they've previously played all their home games in Hard Rock Stadium, formerly Sun Life Stadium, formerly the Orange Bowl. It's been everything.
It gets passed around. Let's put it that way.
It's Miami. What do you expect?
Yeah, but it might be a nice stadium. Do we have any design concepts, or they just announced they're going to build it? Okay, cool. Well, what are you going to do? Basically, the rest of college football is just another stadium update. So, in the recent passing of Senate Bill 326 in Indiana.
This is not college football, by the way.
That is true. It's not. I didn't think about that. This is minor league baseball news. In the 574 still, though, so it's all right. In a recent passing of Senate Bill 326, Indiana government number, Four Winds Field, Stanley Kovaleski Regional Stadium would receive, if it is passed, $2.5 million for some major updates, such as adding upper decks and a convention center, making the Cove a year-round attraction now and not just a baseball season attraction. Mm-hmm. The bill still needs to be passed in the Indiana House and then would move on to the governor to be signed into law. So it's a possibility this is going to happen. Could get shot down in the House. If it gets passes that, could still get shot down at the governor. So we'll have more updates on this as news comes out. Kenny, tell me about the NBA Finals.
Oh, why, certainly,
because
Nick.
None of our picks happened, so that's sad.
Oh, gosh, no. Our picks ended in conference semifinals.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Well, your team that you picked made it.
I did want the Heat to go, but I wanted the Heat to win the whole thing. Spoiler alert.
Hey, let's find out if they actually did or not.
Ooh, surprise!
Maybe Nick was just,
I was pulling your chain, everyone. They actually just beat the Nuggets.
Because he did it earlier.
It's true.
With LaVille.
It's true.
He did it twice.
I'm stepping back. It's on you, Kenny.
Game 3. Game 3. Game 1 and 2. Denver won both of those games. So they're up 2.
No, not 1 and 2.
Oh, that's right.
The first one. Heat won the second game.
That's right. So series tied 1-1 going into Game 3.
Game 3.
Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray both led the Nuggets to a Game 3 win. That was Wednesday, June 7th, over the Heat, obviously. 109-94. Murray led the way for the Nuggets with 34 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. Jokic yet again had a triple-double. No surprise.
Nope.
With 32 points, 21 rebounds, and threw in 10 assists. For the Heat, unfortunately, Jimmy Butler had 28 points, and Bam Adebayo had 22 points and 17 rebounds, but it just wasn't enough. Not when you have two players for the opposing team with triple-doubles.
Yeah, no. No. So at this point, the Nuggets led the series 2-1. Game 4 followed on June 9th. Aaron Gordon helped lead the way to the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon helped lead the Nuggets to a Game 4 win on that Friday over the Heat, 108-95. If you're noticing, these are not like close games anymore. Like we had Game 1 was kind of a blowout. Game 2, Miami kept it close. Just want to see some foreshadowing. The rest of the games are kind of blowouts in a little sense. Not crazy blowouts. But anyways, Gordon for that game finished with 27 points. Jokic added 23 points, 12 rebounds. And Bruce Brown Jr.,
Who is
most
that?
random player for the Nuggets that decided to just drop 21 points for the game. For the Heat again, Jimmy Butler had 25. Bam Adebayo had 20 points, 11 rebounds. They were one win away from their first NBA title in franchise history. At this point...
That's the Nuggets, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, the Nuggets. Yeah, the Nuggets are one win away. The thing is, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo were not playing bad.
No.
They were playing good basketball. The problem is Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray were on a different level. And this comes to show you how Game 5 goes. Denver Nuggets are the 2023 NBA champions after defeating the Heat on Monday, June 12th, yesterday as of the recording of this, in Game 5. 94-89. It was a very low-scoring game, I thought. Didn't really break 100, but that's fine. Again, who else but Jokic led the way for the Nuggets with 28 points, 16 rebounds. Michael Porter Jr. added 16 points, 13 rebounds. Again, for the Heat, Jimmy had 21. Bam Adebayo had 20 points and 12 rebounds. It's nothing that they couldn't do. It's just they kind of needed a bit more assistance, I guess.
Yeah.
The Heat kind of went into this underdogs, and they came out of it underdogs. So, yeah. They Jokic and Murray and Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon, they're too much for Bam Adebayo and for Jimmy Butler to stop. Don't get me wrong, I love the Heat, but they were outmatched in this from the beginning. Yeah. If they had won, it'd been an incredible story. If they lost, it's not really surprising because Nikola Jokic was playing out of his mind.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah, that was basically for the whole playoffs too.
Yeah, he was unguardable. No one, AD couldn't lock him down. Bam couldn't lock him down. No one can guard him because he'll just shoot a three and drain it, and then you go out to guard him and he drives to the paint, and it's like,
what do you do?
What do you do? You got to either double team him, and then he just passes that part. Like he reads the floor so well. So there's just nothing you can do. Anyways, congratulations, Denver Nuggets. They were not my pick, but they are who won.
So, a couple facts about this game.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic won the Finals MVP.
Yes. Yep.
And here's the other surprising news. We're going to go flashback to the Lob City era of LA Clippers. Lob City, that was Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Reason why I'm bringing this up, that team should have won a Finals.
Okay.
They didn't. DeAndre Jordan is the first player of those three to win a ring because he was with the Nuggets, apparently.
Yeah, he played yesterday. Most random. Yeah, he played.
Oh.
He was in the game for a little bit. He did play. He had finals minutes. There are two other players, too. Jeff Green and one other team. I can't remember the other guy's name, but they've all just bounced around to 13 different teams in their careers and just ended up in the Nuggets this season, and they went all the way. So now they have a ring. And they're like, okay, cool. That works.
Yeah.
I don't think they were necessarily chasing. I think they just got picked up in free agency or something and kind of did their thing. So, but yeah, no, it's just crazy. I still can't believe that Chris Paul doesn't have a ring. But and he's not getting that with the Suns.
He's definitely
because
not.
He has been waived. Actually, the Suns have decided to waive Chris Paul, making him a free agent as of now, since the NBA Finals are over. So, well, I guess it actually starts in June or July? July. Yeah, right. Yeah, 'cause this month is June. So it starts in July. He will become a free agent. This next piece of news.
This happened in the NBA Finals in Game 3.
Yes, yep.
So apparently during halftime, they were doing something. I don't know what they were doing, but the Heat mascot was out there, and Conor McGregor was out there. Two most random people. Well, one random person, Conor McGregor, out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what led up to this, but Conor McGregor just absolutely punched the crap out of the Heat mascot. I mean, the mascot dropped like a brick. I mean, it was hilarious. But then Conor McGregor decides, you know what? Let me get on top of him and punch him again.
I still believe he thinks that this thing is like super padded and like cushioned. So he was just punching foam when I think what he was actually punching was the guy's internal organs, basically.
Oh, he was punching him in the face.
Yeah.
So the Heat mascot got hospitalized.
Which is just the most random NBA news.
I didn't want to include this in here, but I was like,
I'm so glad you did.
Glad you did. It breaks up the seriousness of these random NBA news.
Right. And I think McGregor was in Miami for his fight. He had a fight yesterday for something. I think that's why he was there. So it's not totally random that he was there, but it is random that he was the one that they decided to come down there and have a professional boxer punch their mascot. Just doesn't seem like a smart idea. But hey, what are you going to do? In other news, the Suns, again, there's a lot of news about the Suns, I feel like, this offseason so far, which is quite strange. But the Phoenix Suns are looking into different trade options for DeAndre Ayton, so he might become he'll either be a free agent if they release him, or I think they actually have to trade him. I don't think he can be a free agent. I think he has to be traded. Okay, cool. So yeah, he's got to be traded, and I guess they're looking into packages for that.
And then Toronto has hired former Memphis Grizzlies assistant Darko
Rajakovic. Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that was my attempt. Damn.
As their next head coach. No details.
Just, we're hired you. Cool. All right, cool.
That was what Woj said. Adrian Wojnarowski.
Woj. It's just easier to say it that way.
If I say Woj, there's going to be someone out there that says, who's Woj?
Very famous NBA insider, I guess, is the best way to put it. Okay.
Yes. And then, finally, in the NBA, Fred VanVleet declined his $2.8 million player option for this upcoming year with the Toronto Raptors, and he will be an unrestricted free agent in July.
I think he needs to end up on the Bulls.
He would be a great fit on the Bulls.
Wouldn't he? He would replace Lonzo Ball. We can put this in as NBA news. There are beliefs within the Chicago Bulls organization, rumors, if you would, that Lonzo Ball will probably never play basketball again.
That's not surprising.
Yeah. So, So I think he'd be a great replacement for Lonzo Ball.
Hey, Fred, if you listen to the sports podcast, please come to the Chicago Bulls.
I would
or Indiana Pacers, for that matter.
Either one, I don't care. I like Fred VanVleet.
Just one of those two.
So, anyways, on to some incredibly. This was the most random news of the week. I had no idea this was even happening. Major League Soccer news. Inter Miami CF, which is Club International de Football, or Inter Miami, whatever you want to call it, has picked up coveted soccer star Lionel Messi. Declined, might I add, a $2 billion payment from a Saudi Arabian league team, I believe, or some Middle Eastern team. I can't remember what it is, but he was basically offered I think it was $1 billion or $2 billion to come and play for them for a couple of years, and he's turned it down. Came to Miami. So,
and this is Lionel Messi, the Argentinian player for their for the national team and former FC Barcelona player.
Yes, this is the biggest pickup for an MLS team since the LA Galaxy signed. I do not know how to say that name.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Okay. Anyways, back in 2018, they signed him. That was the big deal back then. But this is an even bigger deal. The ticket prices for this game went from being I think $50-something a piece to $200 was the minimum, and tickets have sold out for
Yes.
the home games already.
I think it took a day
Yes.
for tickets to sell out for home games.
So that's just insane. But anyways, yeah, that's the MLS news of the week. I didn't even know he was planning on leaving. But yeah, so he got a great package.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I got to include that.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, his contract is insane because he gets a ton of money. He gets like all the Apple TV payouts, all of the he gets a bunch of stuff from all of their sponsors. Like anytime stuff is bought, I don't know. He's gonna make a lot of money. Not $1 billion, but he's gonna make a lot of money.
So basically, what we're saying is, Lionel Messi is now the owner of Inter Miami.
Basically.
But the owner is actually David Beckham.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, the more you know.
LA Galaxy player.
Right. There you go. Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yes.
I got the last name. I don't know if I got the first one, but
Zlatan.
basically, if we were to put this into like NBA or NFL, I guess we'll do NFL. If we were to put this into NFL, it'd be like Tom Brady joining a football team in China. Yeah. So if that can help you kind of compare that, or like Steph Curry playing for the Shanghai Stars or whatever that team is.
Yeah, it'd be like Tom Brady going to the Canadian Football League.
There you go. Yeah. So it's very like random, but okay, cool. Anyways.
Speaking of random,
yes. I thought the same thing when I saw this in the doc.
NHL. If you're wondering how the Stanley Cup finals were going, we're going to tell you.
Of course.
So, the Vegas Golden Knights held a 2-0 lead in the Stanley Cup final after Game 2. They won 7-2 over the Florida Panthers. I forgot to put that in there, by the way.
It's okay. I knew who you were talking about.
So, Vegas goalie Aiden Hill finished with 29 saves on 31 shots. That's a 93.5 save percentage right there. And then, so Game 3 was set for Thursday, June 8th. Florida Panthers won that one by the score of 3-2. Panthers goalie Sergei Bobrovsky finished with 25 saves on 27 shots. You're going to get a pattern here. There's a pattern to the saves here.
Okay.
That's a 92.6 save percentage. Golden Knights goalie Aiden Hill finished with 20 saves on 23 shots. That is a 87% save percentage. And Carter
Verhaeghe.
That's how I'm going to say it.
Yeah, that's good.
We probably butchered it. Sorry if you listened, by the way. Scored the game-winning goal for the Panthers, and so the series is now 2-1.
That was an overtime win for the Panthers, by the way.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
2-1, and Game 4 was set for Saturday, June 10th. Vegas defeated the Panthers. That was Saturday, June 10th.
Yep.
3-2. Golden Knights are now one win away from their first ever Stanley Cup in franchise history. Vegas goalie Aiden Hill again finished with 29 saves on 31 shots. Again, another 93.5 save percentage. And Panthers goalie Sergei Bobrovsky finished with 28 saves on 31 shots. And Vegas leads the series 3-1. And I believe Game 5 is tonight.
Correct. Game 5 is tonight.
In Vegas.
Oh, is it really in Vegas? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they have a chance to close this out. I'll be interested to see if the
I
Panthers...
think Vegas is going to do it.
Yeah, if I just say I think Vegas does it too. Panthers might have a shot, but in Vegas, I don't think so. I just don't think so. Now on to the most random news of the day, more than the MLS. The PGA Tour and the LIV or Live Golf have tentatively merged. And this is actually not tentatively. This is a permanent thing now, apparently.
Oh, it's been passed by everything?
I believe so, yes. The deal still needs somewhat. I think you're right. I think it still needs to be passed somewhat by the policy board for the PGA, and then it has to be voted. But I'm pretty positive it passed most of the board stuff already. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think at some point I heard something about that. Yeah, this really screwed over a lot of the PGA Tour golfers. Not so much the LIV golfers by any means. they kind of got a bunch of payout money and then just got to go back to the PGA. But there were PGA people like Tiger Woods who turned down something like $500 million, I think, minimum contract, or 500. I think it was million. It was a lot of money he turned down to stay in the PGA, because at one point you couldn't be in the LIV and PGA at the same time. You kind of had to choose, and so he turned that down. So it kind of screwed over Tiger Woods, and there's a couple other PGA golfers, and so there's been some uproar about it, just in terms of maybe we shouldn't let these people into our exclusive club. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I know nothing about golf.
Yeah, I really only know that it kind of screwed over a lot of PGA golfers and not so much the LIV. So I don't know if there's something going on in the background that we're going to learn about soon, but if it is, we'll let you guys know next week on the Sports Podcast. Actually, I won't be here.
Oh, that's right.
Sadly, I won't
Nick's
be here.
Going to be gone again.
I will be gone.
I'm going to be gone too, so there will be no Sports Podcast next week at all.
We'll see you guys in 2 weeks, I guess. But
yeah, we're going to take a week off.
Yeah.
We need a break.
Yeah, I need a break. Yep, for sure. But yeah, it's been good. Hope you guys enjoyed. If so, subscribe, share, tell your friends.
Yeah.
Like. I don't know if you can do that.
Do everything.
If you can, just do it. Do all the things.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye. Hey guys, it's Kenny, host of The Good Fight. We hope you enjoyed the episode. If you want to hear more, you can check out our website at thelugnutspodcastgroup.com for all information related to the podcast and where to listen to us. You can also follow the Patreon page for exclusive benefits for the show. Join us next time for The Good Fight.